1957 Standard 8. 800cc this one. Manual gearbox in beige. Pretty looking car this, with a little red pinstripe down the front there with a red sun visor on the top as well. Bodyweight wise, we're going to start off the bonnet, work our way around onto the interior, and we'll go for an engine start up. Lovely and straight up the bonnet itself, no big dings or dents. A few, one or two little stone chips just on the front edge there, but that's all we need to complain about. Around the windscreen and scuttle, no corrosion underneath the windscreen there, a little bit around the vent. And nothing again on the left hand side. Lovely and tidy across that sun visor as well. Coming down to this charming looking front end. No dings or dents or nasty marks around the lights. Lights are all lovely and clear. Down the seam there, we've got a little bit of paint lifting, just a very, very small amount, not really noticeable at all. Across the front bumper was really nice and tidy. Again, all the brightwork's good. A little bit of light pitting to the brightwork, but not bad at all. And again, right hand side, nice and clear across the spotlights and across the front end there. On the lower half below the headlight, we've got a tiny, tiny small amount behind the bumper, which you wouldn't notice because it is behind the bumper. And again, a little bit of paint flake lift just in the seam there. Coming down and down the right hand side, again around the front wing, lovely and tidy around the wing itself with that pinstripe there. Nice and tidy around the arch. As you come further back, you'll see we've got a little bit of a bleb starting at the front corner of the right hand side door. And again, a little stone chip bleb further up on that right hand side wing. Coming down the door now, nice and tidy on the driver's door, no big chips out the back edge of the door. Again, a little bit of blurring just at the back of the door there on the right hand side. Across the lower half of the sill section looks to be nice and tidy, and a little bit starting on the back of the driver's rear door on the front and at the back where it meets the arch. When it comes down the door, which is part of the arch, got a little bit of a scrape there, a little bit of the heads come off the paint, so just got a little bit rusty on the surface. Round the rear arch again, nice and tidy down the rear quarter and across that whole right hand side, lovely and straight there, which you can see. Come back a couple of pieces so you can have a good look at that, all one colour as well. Up onto the roof, nice and tidy across the roof. We got a little bit of dust here and there in the paint, but apart from that, very, very presentable and usable this one. You'd be happy to have that down your local show, that's for sure. Coming down that rear quarter, all nice and tidy. You've got the matched beige steel wheels with the chrome hubcaps. All nice and tidy down the body lines there, no dings or dents, lovely and straight across the whole back end. Back bumper, no pitting really to that at all. Nice and tidy, a little bit of a dent in the middle of the bumper, but again, not noticeable at all. The rest of the sort of the top area of the boot there, lovely and standard and tidy across there, no complaints with that at all. The odd light surface scratch where it's been washed over the years, but no heavy corrosion, no dings, no dents. Going round onto the left hand side rear quarter, good around the fuel filler cap, good across the lower bottoms there. As you come around the arch, no corrosion coming through, all nice and tidy onto the door there, all nice and fresh across the rear quarter. As you come forward, we've got a little bit of sort of rusty water just starting in the corner behind the door there. Going forward across the sill section, lovely and tidy across the lower half until you meet the front wing, where we've got a bit of crazing, a little bit of paint lift on the front of the rear wing. The doors themselves are lovely and straight, no real complaints there, no dings, no dents, all nice and tidy. They all open and close as they should. You don't have to slam anything with this one. Nice and tidy, a little bit of pitting to the handles, but again, that's all I can really complain about. Very, very presentable, this one. As you come around the front wheel arch, we'll see we've got a little bit of a scuff there where the paint's a bit thin on the left-hand side front arch, but that's all to complain about down that left-hand side front wing. Lovely and tidy, very, very charming, this one. Onto the interior now. We have got a bit of a starting procedure on this one, which I'll show you while we're in there. The two-tone door cards and the seats are really nice and tidy on the door card. A little bit of a nick out the back of it there where it meets the striker, but apart from that, that's all I can complain about. To start it, it's got no keys. It's got an isolator here, which you turn to there, and then you turn this button here, and your ignition comes on, and it just fires straight into life. So please bear that one in mind. I don't think it'll be very hard to get a barrel put on there. But we do have keys to the door lock, James is saying. Seats themselves on the driver's side, no rips, no tears, lovely condition on the seat. The wheels lovely and tidy, the painted dashboard's really nice. Dials are lovely and clean and clear, no cracks in those. Headlining is lovely as well. Very, very presentable on the interior as well. Lovely and tidy on that rear door card on the right hand side. And again, no rips or tears to the seat there. All nice and soft, lovely and clean and tidy. Goes really well with the paintwork as well. I'm going to get James to open the boot for us. The tool is there by the wheel, and we'll come back to that. On the left-hand side rear door card, again, no complaints on the door card, no rips, no tears. And again, those lovely seats from the left-hand side, no rips or tears, really been done well with the beige, and the little buttonholes are really, really nice and tidy on there. James has opened the little boot for as well as spare wheelers. Into the left-hand side, because obviously to make it sound a little bit, they fold down, the boot space is sort of in the back there. Very, very easy and accessible. The left-hand side front, again, the door card, same condition, no complaints on there. A little bit of a scratch where the window winder's been catching at some point, but that's all to whinge about. And once again, no rips or tears to the seats at all. Rubber mats fitted throughout as well. Into the engine bay now. Again, you can see someone's obviously spent a fortune on this car at some point. The bodywork's really, really nice. James is going to fire this little 800cc into life. I'll show you the starting procedure there. No complaints whatsoever about that. Firing straight into life, but has got some choke on it. It is cold starting up. Not even one revolution before that fired into life there. And there you have it, that charming little standard 800cc in beige with a gorgeous interior.